Hello everyone, Fatty from Pack-a-Punch Traders here with a quick daily video lesson. I guess not daily, did I do one yesterday? I forgot. Um, Going over today's trades, more than one today. It was on ENDP and GOVX. We got two solid plays. But also really the main point of the video lesson today is going to be being patient, sticking to what you know, and ignoring noise. If there's a bunch of plays out there, you can't catch them all. Just stick to what you know. Wait for those setups to shape up to how you'd like, and meets all your triggers and criteria and whatnot, and attack. And I think that's pretty much what I did today. I missed PSTX. I did not see this one at all. It was a beautiful multi-day, or not multi-day. I've been saying that word a lot. Just had a video lesson. Every single play is a multi-day bounce. I just said that word way too many times. Okay, back to the point here. Open price 368. You got a great gapper. How's the flow? 37 million it looks like. Pretty good float today, or volume today. We got the shorts, trap, the failure to break down, and the reclaim of open price and VWAP. And then from there, it just leads to a fantastic move into the mid fives. I completely missed this play, and I didn't let that throw me off. I was focusing on other stuff, and it's okay. The ENDP ended up working out beautifully here. Where are we at? This was yesterday. Here we are. I had the play mapped out on Twitter. Just looking for the break over 82 cents that it had, but I saw the way it was working its way in the 70-cent area. And if we go to the daily chart here, ultimately the breakout was at 82 cents, but I recognized that was the wick that I'm measuring off of. And if I look around 70 cents, we kind of got a triple top here around the beginning of July into June. It's where a couple of these candles lined up in the low 70s. So I figured, you know what, if this actually holds VWAP, which lines up with the 70-cent region, this might very well be something that squeezes to the breakout level and then squeezes even past that. So I adapted a little bit after I already put out my plans on it, unfortunately. But I saw the solid spike on volume, the pullback on nearly no volume. You got a couple solid wicks of selling here, but besides that, it has a hard time heading lower, and the momentum to the downside stopped. Starts perking back, making higher lows, bullish indicators here. Volume starts picking up, and then that's when it just takes off. So I was getting in. Was it right? I forgot exactly where. I posted it. I have a screenshot with arrows and whatnot, and a whole analysis of this. But got it at 72.5 pretty much. It was right as it spiked here, actually. I got lucky because for a moment I thought I was getting locked in at 74 cents. It went through pretty quickly, and yeah, so got that solid entry, risking off the low here around 68 cents, just above my typical 5% risk. But I had smaller size on it because of that. I was adapting to the situation. So I only had, I believe it was 1,900 shares on this. Nothing crazy at all. And then got a little bit of choppiness here, but the volume sustained pretty well. And once we got past 85, I felt as though I was getting greedy. And even though my plan was for it to test one, I'm just going to lock in my gains and call it a morning. And that's it. Perfectly fine. Works out great. When you're up, lock in your gains. There's no need to get greedy. So this one here worked out nice, and I missed PSTX. This was, in hindsight, a better play. It spiked way more, and I didn't take it, but it's okay. I'm going to end up taking my 10 to maximum 20% anyways. So stick to what's in front of you that you know like the back of your hand. I could have got emotional, and I did see this just late. I could have got emotional about it, and it could ruin my day. Or I just stick to the plays that I'm looking at and don't not be emotional about it and let it affect other plans, because later on there's GOVX, and if I was mentally screwed, I might have not have traded that, or I maybe would have taken a stupid loss midday or something and screwed up things even more. So the point is, it's okay to miss plays. Just take your couple trades throughout the week, maybe in the day. Keep it simple. No need to overtrade, especially when there's so many plays taking off. It's easy to get lost in the noise. So just have your top plays set, and if a play works out, it shows up, and it's meeting your triggers, attack. If not, whatever. There's going to be another one around the corner. That's the joy of the market popping off. If you missed one, there's likely going to be one later. So that was ENDP. And then finish the day off with GOVX with a beautiful multi-day bounce here. Also mapped out earlier. I went over this actually in the video lesson last night, going over the plays of the day. And I also alerted this on Twitter as well. So very nice to see this one work out. Didn't like it was after hours, honestly. I like to just stay away from after hours and enjoy my time off. I'm peaking so many times throughout the day. Once it comes time to the close, I'm kind of just over it, and I don't want to just be a degenerate watching every single minute until 5 p.m. here, West Coast. So we got the solid perk, and from there I figured the momentum has shifted because we had a solid fade, a lot of volume. It got exhausted here to the downside. It bottomed out and started making higher lows throughout the day. So I saw this coiling back from the mid twos, and then once I saw this thing up around 3, I wanted to wait for a pullback. I didn't want to just buy it into the spike, and then timed it out pretty well. Got in at 289 here. Once I saw a little bit of a push, had to wait a couple more minutes before it really started moving. But from there on, it was just sit back and let it reach your goals. I was going to be a little greedy at first and expect for it to get to the high 3s, maybe 4. But they got to the mid 3s, had a little bit of a hard time pushing. Volume seemed to get exhausted, as well as at that point, from the 274 close, it was up about 33% or so. So I was done with it at that point, and I recognized that a little late. I went through this dip here, and once I did recognize all those things, I was out into the pop here, 344. Not just a beautiful push. Can't complain about this. I don't even want to talk about it too much. It's just a fantastic quick squeeze. Within a few minutes, you're up 20% or so. But yeah, that was the day. 2 for 2. Bunch of plays out there that I missed. What's another one? KSPN. This one took off as well. It's an absolute destroyer of shorts. Kept failing to break down. Gears back up. Holds key levels. Shorts get squeezed. Very choppy here at the end. Just this pretty clean move on the front in the morning. But yeah, so before I start rambling, hope this was useful. Give this a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. I got the watch list for tomorrow already out on Twitter, so check us out at Pack-a-Punch Traders on there. And I will also upload the video going over the top plays for tomorrow from the watch list. So yeah, a lot of plays out there. Don't get caught up in the noise and other people's profits and whatnot. Stick to your plan and let the plays come to you. Have a great one. We'll catch you later.